Warfare 3 Season 5 is officially here. We have brand new weapons, brand new maps, and a ton of new updates. So today, I'll be showing you guys the top 5 best class setups to use right now in Modern Warfare 3. If you guys are brand new to the channel, definitely go down below and subscribe. We're posting videos almost every single day. And of course, Black Ops 6 is right around the corner. You know we're gonna go crazy. And also, while you're down there, it would really mean a lot to me if you guys drop a like on the video. Just gonna give you guys a quick second so you guys can get that done. You did it? Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, guys, so jumping into it for the first weapon, the newest assault rifle in Modern Warfare 3, the STG-44. So starting off with the optic, we're going to be throwing on that Jack glassless. Obviously, this optic scope, it reduces the visual recoil while you're firing, which is absolutely amazing on this STG. But to be honest with you, you can run any optic you want. If you want to do the slate reflector, the Slimline Pro, there's so many different ones you can actually use, so it's up to you. For the barrel, there's actually so many different ways to use the STG. It is very versatile. You can run so many different class setups and options for this weapon, but we're going to be using the heavy barrel here, the first barrel you unlock. It's going to give you that massive increase to that bullet velocity and range. Also, again, in that damage range, and of course, that bullet velocity. You get so many benefits with this first barrel, and to be honest with you, in my opinion, it is the best one. If you wanted to, though, you can run maybe the short barrel if you want to do like more sprint to fire speed, or even just the long barrel here for more bullet velocity and range. Next up for the underbarrel, the DR6 hand stop, one of my favorite attachments in this game. It's going to increase that ADS speed, that sprint to fire speed, that movement speed. A lot of the times, ARs in Modern Warfare 3 are on the slower side for sure. There are some fast ones, but the SCG is a little bit slower in the sense of that sprint to fire speed and movement speed, so this will really help out. For the magazine, throw on that 50-round drum. In my opinion, it's really important to have the most ammunition in the clip as possible, so you don't have to reload constantly. Finally, for the stock, we have the DR79 combo stock. This is going to increase that gun kick control, that recoil control, and firing aim stability. If you think you need a little bit more ADS speed and everything like that, you could throw on the Venom stock, and this one's also not terrible either, but in my opinion, the combo stock is the best one. Now, if you guys wanted to, I'm not the biggest fan of the SCG iron sights, but you could remove the Jack glassless and put on something else. If you want to go absolutely insane and throw on something like the high grain rounds, you definitely can, or for the muzzle, if you want to throw on a suppressor or something maybe like, I don't know, the Cassius break. There's a lot of different options. Overall, man, the STG-44 is probably the best weapon right now, especially in multiplayer, but also in Warzone. This thing is taking over Warzone by storm, but look at that, man. I am barely pulling down on the trigger. This thing has an amazing fire rate, really easy recoil pattern. There's almost no recoil to begin with, and as you guys can see, the time to kill is ridiculous. So easily the best AR right now in Modern Warfare 3. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the newest SMG in Modern Warfare 3, and that is the Static HV. Once again, starting out with the optic, we have the Jack glassless. I feel like the iron sights for this gun are just really not that great, to be honest with you. They're very, very tiny. They're really difficult to use and kind of get used to. So in my opinion, just putting an optic scope on this thing will really, really help out, especially because this thing is not that great at long range. So this will make those kills a little bit easier. So again, you could rock the glassless optic for a little bit less visual recoil when you're firing, or you could do something like the slate reflector, the Slimline Pro. There's a lot of different options, so whichever feels best to you. With the barrel, you have to use the Garrote 8 long barrel to increase that bullet velocity and range. Like I said, this is a very compact SMG. Essentially, it's like taking an LMG and just squishing it together. It doesn't have the best range, has a very, very fast TTK and very fast rate of fire up close, but it's definitely going to struggle a little bit for medium and long range, so this will really help it out and just kind of give it the increase that this gun needs. For the muzzle, I like to slap on, of course, the Zem N35. We've been using this for forever, basically, at this point, but it's going to shorten those radar pings, give you a little bit more vertical and horizontal recoil, and firing aim stability. The underbarrel, once again, man, like I said, the DR6 hand stop is one of the best underbarrels, especially for SMGs in this game, so it's going to, again, increase that ADS speed, aim walking speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed. The mobility and handling will feel really good. And lastly, for the stock, there are a few different stocks you can actually run on this weapon, but this one right here, the light stock, will increase that aim walking speed, so you can strafe back and forth faster, sprint speed, movement speed, ADS speed. A very, very good option for mobility, or you could do something like the TAC Hive stock. In my opinion, the Static HV is a very, very solid SMG. Like I said, it is the newest newest one in the game. Really, the best part about this SMG is that it has 50 bullets by default. You don't have to put on an extra magazine attachment or anything like that. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at another SMG, and this one is still probably the best one in Modern Warfare 3, and that is the Superi 46. Starting out with the barrel, we have the Hound Guard Heavy Barrel. This is going to increase that bullet velocity and range, and also aiming idle sway. You get a massive increase to that range. Also, if you don't want that, you can run the short barrel. There's so many ways to really even rock this weapon. The short barrel will make it so it's very good up close, but also it's going to increase that hip fire and tac stand spread, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, ADS speed. So if you want something a little bit faster and snappier, run the short barrel. Next up for the muzzle, once again, the ZEM-N35. You really cannot beat this attachment at all. The benefits are way too good. Next up again, the underbarrel. You probably saw this coming. The DR6 hand stop. Yeah, easily one of my favorite attachments. Like I said, ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, just so good for mobility and handling. Next up for the magazine, definitely throw on that 40 round mag. I think by default it has 30. Really not gonna cut it, especially for an SMG. And finally for the stock, the Jack Cutthroat, which will increase that aim walking speed so you can strafe back and forth a lot faster, and also just movement speed overall. It's gonna increase that mobility, and you're gonna feel a little bit lighter on your feet. Now, if you wanted to, you can easily take off the barrel, because honestly, it doesn't really even need a barrel, and you could throw on something like the high grain rounds for more bullet velocity and damage range overall. The Superi 46 is still on top, especially in Warzone, but also, of course, in multiplayer. This is just your go-to SMG right now in MW3. Very easy to use, very easy recoil pattern to kind of understand and get used to, but also just the TTK, the time to kill, just so good. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Reclaimer 18 shotgun, aka the Spaz 12, and within Season 5, they gave this thing a massive buff. In the semi-auto mode, they increased the fire rate, but also in the pump action mode, they increased the hip fire maximum damage range, and near medium damage. Starting out with the optic, once again, the Jack Glassless. Now, I will say it's not essentially mandatory to rock the Jack Glassless now, especially after the Season 5 update. They made sure that if you use this gun in pump action mode, the one-shot kill potential is way better. And they also increased the hip fire overall in this gun, so you don't necessarily need to ADS all the time. But again, I just feel like it's much better. For the barrel, we have the Discourager 900 Heavy Barrel for that tube ammo capacity, also that bullet velocity and range, recoil control, and gun kick control. If we can just increase the effective damage range and minimum damage range and bullet velocity on this gun, that's exactly what we are going for, because we want to increase that one-shot potential. For the muzzle, we're actually going to be running the Bryson Improved Choke. Now, I really like this because it increases the hip fire and tac stand spread, but also you have a tighter pellet spread, and on top of that, an increase to damage range. So this one is definitely a really good option. Or you can go ahead and run the X10 Full Choke, which will increase the effective damage range and the minimum damage range. So there's a few options, of course, but it's up to you. For the underbarrel, yet again, the DR6 hand stop. I really don't need to go over this. And lastly, for the stock, we have the Hinge Laugh Light Stock for aim walking speed, hip fire, attack stand spread, crouch movement speed, and of course, movement speed overall. Now, if you wanted to, you can easily take off the Jack Glassless and throw on a laser that will help you. You can even just do like the VLK laser for more sprint to fire speed, ADS speed, or you could do something like the Stoville tac laser to increase the hip recoil control, or the hip fire and tac stand spread. Overall, man, I'm very happy this gun received a buff. It definitely needed it, and it's so unique because there's so many ways to actually use this shotgun. Obviously, you have the pump action shotgun. For really close ranges, it will be way more consistent for those one-shot kills, but it's most likely going to be a two-shot kill from now on, which is really nice. And then again, you can just easily switch this to semi-auto mode, and it has a faster fire rate now, which is much needed. Next up on our list, we're going to be taking a look at the Bal 27 assault rifle, and within the Season 5 update, they actually gave this gun a slight buff, especially for the recoil control overall. You're going to have a little bit more predictability during sustained fire, and also just a lot better recoil overall in long-range engagements. Starting out with the barrel, we have the Crown H3, which will really increase that bullet velocity and range, aim walking speed, movement speed, overall the best barrel in my opinion, for this weapon. Next up, we have the Zemen 35 compensated flash hider. Once again, I don't need to go over this. You can use this. You can use the cast break. You can use the billeted break. There's a few options, honestly, for this weapon. For the ammunition, I like to throw on the high grain rounds. The Bal 27, in my opinion, is still not the best AR in the game, and I could definitely see it getting another buff, but with the high grain rounds, this definitely makes it a little bit more of a competitor with other assault rifles, definitely in MW3. Next up for the magazine, throw on the 60 round mag. One of my favorite things about this weapon, having a 60 round mag means you don't have to reload that often. And finally, for the stock, we have the Clarent light stock, which will increase that ADS speed, crouch movement speed, just making the mobility and handling a little bit faster overall. I love that we have the Bal 27 in this game, but in my opinion, I feel like they did it a little bit dirty. Obviously, when the STG came out this season, it automatically took over the Warzone and multiplayer for sure. When they dropped the Bal 27 last season, it just underperformed, and I'm really glad it got a slight buff this season, but still, I could see it getting another buff later on. And for a little bit of a bonus class setup, we're gonna be taking a look at the Blunderbuss shotgun. You guys didn't know they just released the Jack wide mouth barrel, which is a conversion kit for the Moore sniper rifle. And it converts the sniper into the Blunderbuss shotgun from Advanced Warfare, and this thing is so fun to use if you haven't already used it. For the laser, I throw on the Razorhawk laser just to increase that tack stance spread, but also sprint to fire speed, ADS speed, and aim walking steadiness. For the rear grip, throw on the Op 980 for that ADS speed and aim walking steadiness. For the bolt, throw on the quick bolt to have more rechambering speed. And finally, for the stock, the super light stock for sprint to fire speed, movement speed, hip fire spread, and also aim walking. So I gotta say, man, this is one of the most unique and most fun weapons right now in MW3. If you're playing something like Shipment or like a really, really small map, this thing will just be your best friend. It is so fun, so just literally give it a shot. Oh, this guy's middle. You're down here. Guess we can push up. Let's go. I don't know where the rest of the team is. It might be back here. That dude has a riot shield, and I don't like that. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. Oh my gosh, is the whole team just around me? I don't know. Oh my. I'm dead. Dude, this is insane. I can't even take a second to breathe and reload my freaking weapons. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my gosh, bro. And packet burst? What the flip is going on? Oh my gosh, please. I need the packet burst to fix right now. Over here. Wait, there's someone behind me. Okay, I got the advance. What is going on? Why is this the craziest game right now? Why are we doing this? That guy's a freaking riot shield. See, this person. Oh, I'm confused. Because there's so many levels to this freaking place. Yeah, okay. Okay, we gotta watch over here. These guys might try and just keep pushing through. So we might be... Wait, this guy's under. I'm just gonna cook a nade to throw it over there real quick. I don't know if I'll get the kill. They're also starting to spawn from behind us now. Let's see what the vibes are here. There's one. I don't want to die. I don't want to die here. Okay. All right. I think that was the best play. Oh, this guy spawned under me. Got another Overwatch helo. Someone down here. Okay. Hello? Okay. Got the events. Hold up. Hold up. Just trying to be patient here with my shots. This guy, I think, is right here. No, he's under. Dude, I can't tell sometimes if they're under or... This guy's under. Let's go. Come on. Oh my God. That was such a fast MGB. Nah, the STG is definitely the best gun right now in Modern Warfare 3, especially for Season 5. So use the class setup that I gave you and you'll go crazy.